when you opened up, you talked about what we call the noise in the inbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
The just the noise that seems to surround real estate professionals with what we would consider magic bullets or quick fixes or something that's going to make their business triple overnight, right? We know those don't exist. But I think it's really hard for agents not to get pulled into that.
Sure.
And, you know, we know that there's, you know, some things that they can do to not be distracted by that. How do you coach folks in that? Like this, you know, shut it down.
You know, again, it goes back to what are you good at? So, for example, if they're not fabulous at technology and social media and they're panicking, I got to do more of this. I'm like, okay, hold on. And before we go there, let's look at the fact that you do have a geographic farm you've been in for 20 years. What market share do you have there? Well, what do we need to change to increase that? Let's look at your past clients in Sphere. You know, are you calling? Are you connecting? So it's not that that isn't good. It's just what are their strengths? Because they pick up these things, they try them, and then they throw them away. So, for example, online lead purchases.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can do some great things with Facebook ads and Google AdWords, but buying online leads, in some markets, Zillow is productive. In other markets, not so much, you know, and the conversion can be 1.5% in over 18 months for many teams. So you see a lot of those teams ditching that stuff and going back to open houses to the max, right?
Yep.
To the 10th power, really digging in, making it a neighborhood event, actually doing community events, community connection, educational events. Jada, who was on our panel, one of our top luxury agents and coaches, she was on our panel at the last event. She's doing a monthly educational event at the local country club. It'll be move up, then next time it'll be investment, next time it'll be downsize. She has her joint venture partners. They all invite people. She arranges the event. They pay for the food. And here's the thing, Diane, she'll have anywhere from 2 to 30 people attend. 100% convert within 90 days.
Wow.
So what if she has 2? She showed up for an hour, met 2 people. They will both do something within 90 days.
Yeah. So you're really all about effectiveness, right? Like that's effective.
Well, Zig Ziglar used to say, you got to see the people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what happens is when agents try to insulate themselves from actually talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't mean it has to be cold calls, but geographic farming, past clients in Sphere, community connection events, networking groups, the people they know, you know, these are all things that will lead to a higher level of conversion than buying some type of automated resource. It's always going to be better.
It's so interesting. I came across, you know, the Institute has our private Facebook group, and it's effective. It does what it needs to do. It's a forum, right? And then one of our members up in Silicon Valley posted this week that they were a little bit tired because they had an open house and had 400 people come through. So I chuckled when you said that, and you really think about how effective that very tiring, I'm sure, couple of hours was because they got to meet that many people. What do you think about that?
What would you have to spend to buy 400 leads? And then these people aren't sitting at home in their pajamas online. They actually got in their car, came to an open house, saw you face to face, and granted, they're not all going to convert. But at our last event in Newport Beach, you remember our guest, Andrew, and he's working a luxury market here in Newport Beach. He had 65 open houses last year. He did 40 transactions from those 65 open houses. Now remember, his secret was he holds them from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. That's his open house day. And 50% of his traffic comes before noon. So these are out of the box thinkers.
That's pretty brilliant.
People. but they know there's these foundational pillars of the business that just always has been what works. And again, I'm not saying other things won't work or that others aren't successful buying leads or using social media. But with the top producing luxury agents, it's normally some type of farm, heavy into the sphere, some type of groups and connections, and really nurturing those relationships that those really do become their clients for life.